Hey guys, welcome, I'm back. I got all my greens put together. All my flowers put together. Now I gotta put them together. Boom. I wish that would just happen. Nope. Nope, nope. We got a little work to do. Alright guys, so we are going to get it to look like that. Okay? We're gonna make it look like this. Here we go. Here's our part 3, I guess you want to say. All right. Let's see. So we're gonna start with, we gotta find. All right, this is a yellowy and then a green. So we're not putting any sashing in the middle here of these two. We're just gonna stitch these together because again, so you can see here, it's upside down, but that's okay. It's gonna make it look like a flower, a posy. Okay, here we go, here we go. All right, I told you guys I would jump back on to do this, so here I am. All right, so we're gonna match these seams together here. Now there's no matching seams over here, okay? It's just the one in the middle here where our stem goes. Okay, the rest. So now this side gets stitched. Okay, so I'm gonna go put that together right now. Because we're gonna put 3 of these. So there's gonna be 9 blocks total that we're gonna be putting together. So 3 rows of 3. All right, here we go. Adjust the fabric, make sure you're nice and straight. Okay, so that side's done. Now, we're gonna do, so it's gonna be flower, stem, and another flower. Oh, these are my stems. Where are my flowers? Okay, so here's another flower. All right, so we're gonna put that on. Let's see. And you can turn it however you want, depending on what you want it to look like. It don't matter. All right, so we're going to do 3 rows of this. So again, the only seams that you're really matching together are the 2 seams for the stem and the flower to put together. All right, here I go. Row's done. This one looks so cute. Alright, so we're gonna press this open now. Let me move this. Move this over. I gotta stand up for this one because now this is getting bigger. Alright, and press it in one direction. So the next row when we put it down here, it's in another direction. So you just have to be mindful of which direction you're pressing this. All right, so here's one panel, and guess what? You know what? This is so cute, just how it is. This could be, if you had I love this actually. I really, really love this. How this is turning out. If you had, say, a piece, like a wall piece, like a really small like section of wall where you want, it's bare, you wanted to put something, guess what? You can put a border on this, put some binding, and off you go. This just by itself is adorable. Okay, now we're going to work on the second row. Yeah, this is definitely going to be for a wall, definitely not for a door. It's going to be way too wide to be for a door. Or, you know what? Even this piece here can be for hanging on a front door or a bedroom door or any kind of door. That would look super cute on there. I make those. I love making. I love making door hangers. And you can put, you know, put it on a piece of wood, like a dowel, and then off you go. All right, so that's one section or one row. Let me do the other 2 rows. Okay, so we're gonna use 2 greens on this one. Okay, so this green here, and let's grab this piece here. And we can, let's see, maybe a yellow. No, let's do this one. Yep, just like that. Okay, we'll put it like that. All right, so these 2 pieces are going to go together. Again, pin it, clip it to here. Clipping the wrong pieces here. Jeez. There we go. Much better. All right. So that's that. And then this one's going to get another green. I won't use that one because that has the same fabric as this one here on 2 sides. There we go. Yeah, that'll look better. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and pin this side as well, because remember, like I said, I like to do these together. And then just take it over to the machine and have at it. Pin there. Here. There we go. Pin and pin. Okay, I'm going to take it over to the machine. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and pin the last of the blocks. So I can just take it all to the machine and have at it. Okay, good. How's everyone doing this afternoon? Okay. Yeah. And this is going to be flower, leaf, flower. So here's my last block. And I'm going to put it, I'm going to turn it until I'm happy with the fabrics. Oh, one more turn, that should do it. Yep, there we go. Perfect. And then pin, pin. Okay, so now we have our next 2 rows ready to go. So I'm going to take them, I'm going to turn this now. Hello, Minnie. Sorry about the mess in the back. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I can chain piece two of these together. Again, chain piecing less. Here we go. Less thread just at the end. Okay, there's one. Here's the next one. Then we're going to take it off and turn it and do the other side. See, the quilt is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Hi, Blue Bill. Hey, Blue. It's like, Mommy, what are you doing? My doggy. Make sure your fabric is nice and straight and matching corners. Okay, there you go. All right, so now here's the chain piece part. Now I'm gonna do this side where I pinned already. So instead of coming off the machine and it's all ready to go. All right, I just gotta make sure these pieces are nice and straight. Here we go. And then we're gonna put the two rows together and it's almost done. So exciting. These videos will also be on my YouTube channel, so in case you miss these, because they're live right now, I'm going to download it and then post it, part 1, part 2. This is part 3 now, because I took a little break. So, oops, my thread is not, alright. Bobbin's still good. Thread goes, come on, there we go. All right. Ready to go. We're almost done this quilt. So now I gotta put the 2 rows or the 3 rows together. All right, so I'm gonna press these all open real quick. And then put my 3 rows together. And our quilt top will almost be done. All right, so this one's my middle piece. Okay. You're gonna have little threads flying through. All right, so here's this one. So see, it goes in the middle here. Look how cute that is, guys. All right, so that's the middle row. I already did the top row, and here's the bottom row. so in part 1 I had to take this apart, excuse me, and I did it upside down, which happens. So now these little thread pieces, I said I would clean up later, so it's time for the cleanup. But you're gonna get, you know, those pieces. And then here is the yellow, the green, and the pink. I think this is my favorite combination right now. Again, those 3 pieces by themselves, they can be wall hangings just by themselves. I might actually make more of those because those were so cute and so fun to make. Alright, so we're going to take this one. No, this is our, this is our bottom one. And we're going to go ahead and attach it to our middle section, which is the 2 stems and then the flower in the middle. Alright, so let's see how I want to do this. Alright, I think that looks good actually, just like that. Alright, so, and where I'm going to pin them is, these I tend to pin a little more only because you got a couple more seams that we have to work with here, because it is a longer piece. So the seams where you're going to be matching are your flower and your stem together. And this one I'm only going to do the pinning on the one side, just so, because it is a lot bigger. I'm going to take my time a little bit more on this one. And then we're going to pin here. Again, you want all your stems and all your flowers to match up. And this I'm just going to pin here in the middle. That doesn't have to go to anything. Again, oops, got it all crooked here. All right, and then find these seams, pin those together. And there you go. So now I'm going to go ahead and stitch from top to bottom. Always check your bobbins at this point because you are going to use more thread. Here I come. Make sure your bobbin caught at the bottom as well. Okay. Here we go, guys. Look. So we have 2 rows now put together. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and press this open real quick. See, my seams match there. My seams match there. Seams match there. Perfect, right? Well, not really perfect, but as close as it's going to get. No one's perfect, right? All right, so it's gonna even look nicer when it gets quilted. I do my own quilting, it's free motion quilting. I do right on that machine because again, I don't have a fancy machine. I don't have a long arm to do my quilting on, but that's okay. I make do with what I have, and I think my projects still come out beautiful. Everybody loves them, so it must say something, right? Okay, it's coming together. One more row, and then this wall hanging piece will be complete. Okay, so we gotta attach it to the bottom here. Make sure you attach it to the right one too. All right, here we go. And this piece is gonna go this way. All right, where is, oh, here's my stem. So I always go from the middle, or try to go from the middle out. Sometimes I forget. And sometimes that doesn't work either when you go from the middle out, because you think you're in the middle, and then when you get to the outside, you're like, oops, it looked like the middle, and it's like just off center just a smidge. But because there's only 3 flowers on here, I can tell where the middle is, which is nice. Like I said, I just pin here, put that together, make sure it's all straight. And there. All right. One more stitch, and then this will be put together. All right, be right back. Actually, I'm going to turn you guys so you can see how complicated this actually starts getting. Not complicated, but starts getting heavier and heavier. I gotta put up my table here, sliding. So here we go. Oh, where's my presser foot? There it is. Keep your fabric nice and straight. Use your seam guides here. Little by little, move this, shift and shift. All right, you're just going to keep shifting. Shift your fabric up here, shift it over here. Make sure everything's lining up. At the end, this one. That is it. I'm going to press this open and you will see our final. And then all we have to do on this is figure out what border we want to put on there. I haven't decided yet. open, and then I will show you the final. Like I said, this kit you can get right online, Fat Quarter Shop. I do not get compensation from the Fat Quarter Shop, so everything that I show on my channel here or on live or wherever, I don't get compensation for anything. There's a whole process of that, and I'm waiting to hear back. But again, right now I do not get compensated for anything that you see on my lives or my YouTube channel, which, did I get that? Yeah, I got it. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the camera a minute. See if I can show you what this looks like. Don't mind my feet, don't mind my mess on the floor. All right, there you go. So these are your 9 squares put together. I have to iron it a little bit more, but you get the idea. So now we got to put borders on the top, the bottom, and the 2 sides. All right, just having this, I don't know which border I'm going to put on. I might put on this darker border. Actually, I might actually do that. That might be an idea. And maybe a lighter one on the back. Okay, so that's that, guys. All right, so let's see. All right, let's see what we call. All right, so. All right. So we have the pink and the yellow as our main colors besides the green. So let's audition this. So this is what we call in the quilting world, auditioning our fabrics. Okay, so I had picked this out for maybe a backing, but I don't have enough backing. But I have enough border for this. So it kind of goes with this pattern here, but not so much. This actually is not even from this line. This is a vintage line. So I think I'm going to use this for the border here. Let me see how that looks. And actually it looks pretty decent. Or maybe, let's see, because it's going to go on all 4 sides. Let's see. Oh my god, that actually looks really, really good. I think I'm going to use this fabric for the border instead of... Thanks for the likes, guys. Thank you, thank you. Instead of for the backing. And then maybe go for this color here. Maybe for the backing. Okay, I'm going to cut this up right now for border so we can put our border on. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yep. Yep. That sounds good to me. And our binding, I'm going to use this extra fabric that I have that I didn't use from the Jolly Bar. All right, let's see. So I have, all right, this is 4 layers here. All right, let me see what size I need for this. It says I need 3 of this. I only need 2. There's only 4 borders. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 sides. That's telling me to cut 5. That makes no sense to me. I'm not cutting 5. That makes no sense. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's do... It says that, but you know what? Sometimes because sometimes I use a different seam allowance, which you shouldn't do, but sometimes, you know, it's by 1/8 of an inch, you know. So I like to measure this first to see if it even matches. All right, is this the side or no? This is the top. Oh, doesn't really matter. Okay. So let's see. Let's measure this first. So from here to here, it's 24. 24 and 13. And 4 and 13 is 37. So actually, I'm a little bit bigger. See, this is what happens. I'm a little bit bigger than what the instructions say, and that's okay because, you know, it can be off by an eighth of an inch on each seam, and that's okay, or even less than that. 1/4 inch seams are not always the same. All right, so let's measure this here to here. It's 24. All right, I'm gonna have to piece them together. No big deal. Okay, here we go. So let me go ahead and yeah, to make it quicker. And the width is going to be the same, so let me just check the width on here. Yeah. I think I want the width to be a little bit smaller, because oh, that's really wide. I'm going to change the width. Okay, so they want me to use 3.5 inch wide, but I don't really like that much of a border. I'm going to do 2.5 inches wide instead. Yeah, I like a smaller border on my pieces. But again, to each his own. So if you want to go ahead and follow the instructions, you can. I am not at this time. So I'm just going to cut these strips. Where is my big piece? Oh, here it is. My 24-inch long ruler. Cut it 2.5 instead of the 3.5. That's the only width they give me. I'm cutting through about 8 layers here. Woohoo! I did it. All right, half, 1, 2, and then whatever I have left over, I'll use a scrap. Okay, there you go. Put that to the side. I may or may not use that. May have to cut some more off of there. But for now, let's just use these. All right. Okay, and because this one was folded here, cut this one. Alright, so I'm going to sew 2 of these together, just like this, because they're a little short of what I need for my width of my quilt. Like I said, mine was a little bit, where is my chair? Oh, I almost fell on the floor, thinking my chair was right behind me. No, ma'am, it was not. Okay. I'm going to head and turn. Here's my ruler. Okay, put this together. Again, this is going to be for a border, so. Come on. There we go. So I don't like this. Waste so much, but I'm not chain piecing right now, so. Alright, let me open this up. And then we can attach the one side. Now I'm going to cut off some of this off of here on the one side. Because I'm going to have way overage. But that's okay because I'll use it on the bottom. All right. Okay. So here's our big gigantic quilt top. We're adding the border. You guys can take it slow for this one. Okay. Actually, let me go this way with it. Doing the wrong side. Okay. Make sure it's nice and even at the top. And then with this, you're gonna go nice and easy, nice and easy. I probably won't, but okay. Put this up here. All right. I have my border on the bottom. Okay, it's all nice and straight. Now I'm gonna go stop and go, stop and go, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and adjust as I go. To which point I adjusted, and I'm holding it back here. I know you can't see it in the camera, but just guide it with your hand until you know where you adjusted until. Keep going. Oh my god, this one looks so good. Oh no, the one thing I did forget to do was check my bobbin. I hope I have enough bobbin in there. Always check when you're putting borders on, especially in long lengths like this. Make sure you check for borders. I mean for bobbin. You don't want to mess yourself up. Stop right there, and this is the point where I'm going to cut this off here, because this is, hold on, let me detach from the machine here. Okay, so I'm going to go and cut that piece off, because obviously I don't need all this. Okay, this is the end, so I'm just going to do that real quick. Pair of scissors, you can eyeball that. Okay, so there you go. All right. Now this piece we're going to attach to the longer piece, so then we can attach it to the bottom. Okay, so you always want to do either side and side or top and bottom. You don't ever go, I mean you can, it might be a cool design if you want to do that, if that's what you're looking for. But usually you either go top and bottom, and then side to side, or side to side, top and bottom. It depends on the look that you're going. I have done one quilt where because again, I'm very unconventional quilter, where I have put, you know, top, side, bottom, side, that way. And it was a really cool effect. But most quilters will tell you not to do that. Again, I'm not most quilters. Alright. So now we can attach this piece to the bottom. Okay. So let's see. Okay, there's the one side. It takes a little finagling here, but we'll get it together. All right. Put it in the machine. Down. Now, you want to take all this, sorry guys, and put it over. All right, onto your table as much as you can. I have an undercarriage here where I open. There we go. And as I go, I'm going to go as fast as I want or as slow as I want. but I'm going to stop and go, so it's adjusting. Putting our borders on. Our quilt top is almost complete. We're working on the second border right now. The other two borders are going to be longer than these two borders that we're doing here. Only by a couple inches. Adjust, and we're almost at the end. Adjusting. Stop there and cut off the excess. I'm going to do that with a pair of scissors real quick. See? And I cut the excess off. Okay? So I'm going to press those open, and I still have this left over. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that to another piece. And actually, I'm going to attach the two longer pieces together, not these ones. Yeah, the same size, because it's going to be a little bit bigger. Excuse me. And you'll see what I mean in a moment. So I'm going to take these pieces. I'm hoping it'll be big enough. And then I'm going to take two more pieces and attach them together. One for the top and one for the bottom. Or left, right, however you want. Because this quilt is not a directional quilt. So you can turn it all four sides until you get it to where, how you like it. And then I will show you the entire thing with the borders. If you're just joining us now, I did show it to you before the borders. I will be reposting this live. I'm going to download it, repost it, probably within the next couple days or so, once I'm done all my parts. I already did part 1, part 2 videos. Now this is part 3 video. I could do a part 4, but it's not really, it's just me quilting the top, putting a design on it. It's not really putting anything together. So the purpose of these videos was to show you how to put a quilt top together. If anybody would like to know how to do the rest, let me know, and then I can do another video another time. Or I might just, you know what, I could probably record it and then do like a speed up, like a fast one, so you just can see the ultimate result. Or I can just post a picture. I don't know. Haven't decided. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Just pressing this border. Look how stinking cute this looks with this border now on there. Can you guys see it? Oh my gosh. Came out so good. Again, this is old fabric. Well, the border is an old fabric that I had. It's a vintage fabric. I can't even tell you where it came from because the salvage wasn't on anymore. And usually on the salvage it'll tell you the designer, the year, the maker, manufacturer, but look how cute that border looks. This border is going to put it all together. So we did side to side or top and bottom, whatever. And now we're going to press open the other side. and then attach the other two border pieces, and then I'll show you what it actually looks like all complete. So this is now called a quilt top, and then eventually I'm going to make it into what we call a quilt sandwich, which is batting in the middle. So this will be the top, whoops, string, then batting in the middle, and then a backing on the back, which is just no quilt, no nothing. It's just a piece of fabric, whatever design you want, whatever color you want on the back of this. So I haven't decided what backing I'm going to use yet. So as you can see here, I did one side here and one side here. Now we're going to put one on the top and then one on the bottom. So I want to measure this real quick and make sure I don't need to add any more fabric to this. Nope. Good. And I'm going to have a little bit overage. All right, perfect. All right, that looks good. All right, I'm going to go over and take this over to the machine. All right, so I'm going to turn you guys. And let's go over to the machine and do the top and bottom. We are almost done, and then I'm going to show you what it all looks like put together. Just gives me a minute. Put this together. And then once I completed this, guess what, guys? We are completely done. And then I'll be jumping off as soon as I show you the end result. All right, here we go. Just make sure you adjust as you go. Oops, that doesn't go there. Just adjust as you go, guys. There we go. Right there. Cut it off. And then cut this piece off here. And now we have a scrap piece that we can use in another quilt. Woohoo! And I'm going to take the longer piece and add it to the other side. Takes a little moving around here only because, yeah. Okay, make sure your threads are in the back. Adjust. Stitch a little bit. Here you go. This fabric should be up here. Adjust and go, adjust and go. Keep it nice and taut back here. Adjust and adjust and adjust. Here we go. I always shake things off my table. Why so? Almost done. Oh, thread back here. All 4 borders are now on. Woo woo! All 4 borders are now on, so now I'm going to show you what it looks like. Alright, let me press all these seams, the 2 seams open, I should say. Let me move that out the way. Whoops, I forgot to cut this. Alright, there's the extra piece. And again, most quilters will tell you not to do that. I'm not most quilters. But I still get the same end result. Maybe a little bit different, but that's okay. A quilt is a quilt is a quilt. There's no wrong or reason. There's not a quilt police coming after you saying that you're doing it all wrong. I might have some, you know, comments. Oh, you're doing it wrong. That's okay. You know what? You do your way, I do my way. But guess what? I still have a quilt at the end. Okay. That's one side. See that? So cute, right? Now I'm going to do the other side. And then I'm going to show you what it all looks like with their border on. And then next time you guys see this, it will be completely done and all quilted. What I'll go ahead and do is I will now iron the entire thing. I don't have a regular ironing board, so I'm gonna adjust and adjust, and guess what, guys? Are you guys ready to see the final product? All right, here we go. This is with the borders on. This is the full quilt top. Don't mind my mess in the background. Border is on. There's one flower, stem, and a flower. See that? Border. Okay, so look, it's not directional, so you can turn it this way, and it's still, so it really depends where you want your pink flower to go. Okay. That's that, guys. There's my quilt top. This is going to go on my wall as soon as I'm done putting the batting in and the backing, and I'm putting a binding on, and that's it. But you guys don't need to see that part. That part's the most boring part. But again, here's the quilt top. Hope you guys enjoyed it. There's 3 parts to this. I will download all 3 parts and put them up. All right. See you guys later.